Hello, my ultimate designers and Filipina babes, and welcome to the sizzling season finale of Unholy Encounters. With me, your host, the Infernal Enchantress herself, Samar X D'Angelo. Tonight's guest is an Orlando off-the-record diva, a designer extraordinaire, Filipina Maldita, with a face that could steal your soul and a presence that commands the room. One of the standout stars of the brand new series, The Gig, please welcome the fierce, the fashionable, the femme fatale herself, Pherocia.
Hello.
How are you doing tonight, Diva?
I'm doing great, Um, yeah, I'm doing
Yeah,
amazing.
I love this outfit. Can you tell me the inspiration behind it?
Thanks. The inspiration, I saw Raja do this on Fashion Photo Review. She like sticked a parasol in her hair,
Mhm.
and I wanted to do that for the runway on the future runway. So basically, this is kind of what I was going for the future runway, but a
Yeah.
little bit different.
So
The
this is the
future,
upgraded version, I see.
it's what I wanted to do,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, if I had time. But it is what it
Well,
is.
let's buckle in because I got a lot of questions for you. You ready?
Hmm.
So you just landed a spot on the hot new YouTube series that's been swarming all of Orlando right now,
Hmm.
called The Gig. When you auditioned, did you know you were going to actually book it, or what went through your head when you got that call?
Um, when I first signed up, I had a feeling like I feel like I got it.
Yeah,
But and then like some time passed through and I'm like overthinking it. I'm like, maybe I won't. But I'm glad I ended up getting it because I actually didn't have a job for a while.
yeah,
And I was able to like start working again, which was great.
which is actually like good for you because not only are
Yeah.
they like paying you guys for being on the show, but like, girl, I will tell you, I loved your moments, especially when watching the show.
Thank you so much.
Yes. I'm getting very, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm getting very Gia Gunn from Drag Race right
Gia,
now. Yeah, especially during your confessionals.
yeah. Jiga is definitely an inspiration. Just like any person who is tan, tall, and has long black hair, I'm a big fan of. I don't care like what like I'm a big fan of anyone who looks like that. Kamorley
Yes.
Simmons, Gia Gunn, a lot of yeah.
There's a lot of
Basically,
inspiration. We
yeah,
we we see it definitely though.
yeah,
So, have you seen the audience reactions? Like
yes.
when you hit the screen, like I said, I was gagged because I was like, I don't know this bitch, but I want to get to know this one.
I was actually I was nervous at first. Like, sorry, I forgot your question, but I was nervous at first, but because I'm kind of a shy person,
Yeah.
like I'm a to myself type of person. So like in a group, especially when I first meet them,
Mhm.
like I'm not best socially. I like to be more social to people who I'm more used to being around. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard being around new people. So I feel like the the audience reaction. Sorry,
Yeah. What
it's a
was it
tangent.
like when you got to see it, like not only from the comments, but them showing it at OTR?
Yeah, when they show it, and I haven't been to one of the viewing parties because I have to I have to go to class,
Yeah.
and so I haven't really been there, but I've seen like clips and videos of it,
Mhm.
and it's so funny. Like I didn't realize like I was kind of funny,
You
like
are
unintentionally.
definitely.
That's just how I am,
And
you
I think
know.
that's how they do the final. I don't know how they do the final edit for you guys, but how they did it, it looked like like I said, I wanted to get to know Ferocia, you
Thank
know?
you. Yeah.
So we've got this whole show being built around celebrating the gig employees called Risen coming up on Sunday at the
Hmm.
Renaissance Theater. What does it mean to have your work in artistry honored like that?
It feels great because I feel like for so long I wasn't really performing as much and people didn't really know me until
Mhm.
this. I feel like and like it started like moving up exponentially. Not
Yeah.
exponentially, but like a little slowly. It's a little slow right now. But like, sorry, I don't know what I'm saying.
No, and it's like good for like Risen to follow you up for like because especially after like the gig, people are like loving from the audience. They want to see more of you guys, you know?
Right. It's a blessing. Like I to be a part of the Ren. When I first like went to the Ren, I was like, wow, this is so professional and so
Hmm.
amazing. I want to be a part of that someday. And it
Yeah.
ended up happening. So I'm super grateful for everything.
Yeah, and I can see I haven't seen the finale yet, but even girl, I will tell you, even though if you don't win, you still made a mark for yourself, and I'm still thinking the Ren is still gonna book you for more events in the future.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the entrance because that entrance was cunty.
Thank you.
You strutted through the office doors like a boss bitch in a blazer, serving corporate glamazon realness. Did you design the look yourself, or what was the story behind it?
Okay, so I did not really design it. That was stuff I had in my closet,
Hmm.
but I altered some of it. So the skirt was actually like a pleated skirt, and then I made it into the pencil shape.
Yeah,
And also the corset I had on, it had the zipper was broken. I just had to fix it.
yeah.
Like that was so stressful. Oh my God, doing a zipper. You know when you do the zipper and the thing comes off, and then you have
I
to put
hate
it
that
back
shit.
together. Oh,
I had the
oh,
same thing
you saw my bare
happen.
hand. You saw my bare
Yeah.
hand. Sorry,
No, you're good.
sorry.
So I had the same thing to follow it up with. Like, I had a leather skirt that I really loved. About this was 2 years ago.
Hmm.
I'm zipping like the corset like back up because it's like a corset with a skirt. I zip
Hmm.
it back up, the zipper broke.
It's so annoying. Broken zippers are so annoying.
I hate sewing on the zippers too because they're hard to figure
Hmm.
out. So
But anyways, the entrance look was based on like they said, what was the word? Office siren and giving very employee.
mhm.
You know, I don't like to dress like an employee. I like to dress like the boss.
Yeah.
So I came in like very whoopty whoopty woo, boom boom
Mhm.
boom boom, and I I'm very inspired by Miranda Priestley
Mhm.
and The Devil Wears Prada because that's my favorite movie of all time. And I did a number with that like as a number, and then I had some of the leftover stuff. So like it's kind of loosely based on
Yeah.
Miranda Priestley, kind of, but like her character. You know what I mean? And then the entrance line,
I'm trying to
um,
remember what you said for your entrance line if I go
that
back.
was yeah, that was based on fuck. I can't think right now. That was based on oh my gosh. This is why I don't do edibles. My God. Oh, okay, I know. Okay, Erica Andrews, that video
Okay.
where she's like the gigs, the gigs, the gigs.
Yes.
She does that. This is what she said in the video. She was like, "Hello, a gig right now. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go." She said that. So I'm really inspired by the whole Andrews of it all,
Yeah.
the Andrews family, whatnot. Especially Roxy and her mother were very iconic, and that's where I got it from.
And we can definitely like see it, like especially like with you. You're giving like very like doll what I like from your drag too. You know what I'm
What was it?
talking about, right? You
What
know,
version?
like you know how like drag you have like the dolls like Plastique,
Oh yeah, yeah,
Roxy,
yeah,
all
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's what I was trying to say.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Correct, correct.
So we can
I
definitely see
agree. I
that with
agree.
your drag.
Thank
So
you.
so there's something powerful about being a Filipina queen in such a visible role. What's that representation mean to you, and how do you carry that with you on stage?
Um, I love my culture so much,
Hmm.
and I've always been taught to spread your culture around.
Yeah,
And I love showing off the Filipino like inspiration, the jewelry. I like to tell people I'm Filipino because I'm proud of my country and I'm proud of like us as a people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because like we like in the Philippines, if you see a drag queen in the Philippines, bitches is flying through the air and like diagonal and like whoop de woo. And it's like insane. So like I'm really inspired by that scene of drag as well. Ooh.
And we can definitely like tell because I've seen Drag Race Philippines, especially with Marina Summers. I'm like, I don't know how the fuck y'all do all this shit, but okay, good
We're
job.
hardworking. We're
Yeah,
hardworking fags.
yes.
FAGs.
So, Pherocia, you've had killer runways this season, serving design, drama, and full Filipino force. So now we're gonna play a little game I like to call Maldita Mode activated. And here's how it works. I'm gonna pull up some of your sickening looks from the gigs and beyond, and for each one, I want you to break it down for me. Tell me what was the inspiration behind the fantasy? Did you design or construct it yourself? What were you trying to say with the look? And most importantly, which part of you came through in that final moment? You ready?
Hmm.
What about this one?
So this one is Old Hollywood, and this was based on the zoot suit, and it was worn by marginalized communities, including Filipinos,
Mhm.
in the 1940s in the West Hollywood, and even like in the North, they wore this too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I know the hat is not accurate, but listen.
You tried your best though, and I still
The
love it
hat
with
is
the
not,
hat.
I know it's not accurate, but I had the hat, and I just wanted to use what I had. So
Mhm.
that's what happened. The blazer is from good not Goodwill. It's from a thrift store.
Yeah.
And then I rhinestoned it. The pants are also from the thrift store. I dyed the pants. And then the bra and the corset I made for the first challenge. And that's what
Mhm.
I love about this is that like we're making so much stuff, but like it's Mikey made it specifically so we could use it in the future. That's so it's not so outlandish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and see, that's what I like that she always said, like you can always use this for a future booking that you guys
Right.
have.
Right. And that's what the I really appreciate about the gig is that they gave us like all these prompts and like everything so we can have stuff for the future.
Yeah, because you can totally use this look. Like, I think, didn't they do this for your, like, no, because your Risen look is actually coming up pretty soon. Or is this your Risen look, actually?
It's my risen look, but it's gonna be a little different, but that's kind of like what it's gonna look like, yeah.
Yeah. What about this one?
Oh God, I hate that one so much.
Why is that
I
one?
hate that one. I hate it. Mikey was like, she sent both of the pictures and like, which one do you want to be put first? And I was
Mhm.
like, the other one. And she was like, are you sure this one that's right on the screen looks so good? And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I guess I'll go with how you feel. And now like I hate it so much. Like I want it just to be the other one. Because I didn't have a lot of time.
Mhm.
Like I was even supposed to make V's outfit for the girl group, but I didn't have time to do it. But so that was this look was based on when I went out for the first like second time I went to the Ren.
Mhm.
I was in a geisha type of look, similar to this, kind of like that, kind of like it's like I'm like copying myself and like changing some things like
You're just
every
making
single
you're just
time I
making
do
those
it. You know what I
upgrades
mean?
every
Yeah, the
time. Yeah.
upgrade. Yeah. Like restyling. That's the word. So this, I hate it.
Yeah. Well, that's a shot from like Ferocia. You guys heard it like personally. Yeah.
No, this is the one look that I hate. I regret so much.
What about this one?
Okay, this one. This is what we're talking about. Okay, this one. Me and Rainex, we both went to the thrift store and got all this fabric to
Mhm.
make all of our outfits because it was like a kind of like Dune type of theme to it.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, that's what I saw when you guys came on the stage. It looked very like
mhm,
Dune, like post-apocalyptic with it.
mhm. So we wanted to make sure we were all wearing something different. So I
Hmm.
had the long skirt, Jenna had the short skirt, V had the dress, Ranix had the pants. So the skirt is a curtain, top is a curtain, the green accents on the top are from a dress, that brown stuff is a curtain,
Hmm.
and then the green thing around the waist is from a jacket or a
Ooh.
vest. And then that ugly fabric hanging on the side, that's from a dress.
So all of the stuff came together, but like it would see, this is what I love that like I especially see from you, Ferocia. Like you can just put like different elements together and it still fucking works for some reason.
Hmm. Well, I love creating. It's my favorite thing to do.
And you can tell you're very innovative and creative too, especially with the other looks I'm about to show on the screen. Let's see this one.
Okay, this one. So I was really inspired by Mikey Minx herself. She always wears that um body stocking, which I always thought was so sickening.
Mhm.
So, and I didn't want it to make it too, I feel like it should have been a little bit more punk. Like I should have had like more spikes.
Yeah.
If I had a spike thingy and like a spike here, spike this, it would be more punk. But this is more like glam. So I
So
understand
punk
like
rock glamour, I
punk.
see.
Yeah. So the wig done by me. It's just one wig. And the oh my god, it's just kind of funny. So I was actually stoning this like while like during we were filming, like on
Hmm.
breaks. We were filming like backstage.
So is that the bra you had for like the old Hollywood glamour you were talking about?
And it's the bra I'm wearing right now.
Yes. You can tell you can definitely tell that is a good bra that you love.
Yeah. Other girls love it too. V wore it for her punk outfit for the punk runway.
Mhm. Oh yeah, I do remember that look. I'm trying to
Hmm.
think in my clip. It's clicking in my head now.
She did the yeah, she wore the bra and the panties. So this has made like these three items have made so many comebacks. Like they
Yeah.
have like seen other girls and me. Oh, just one girl.
V.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about this one? We were just talking about this like
This
one.
one, yeah. So this one is given very I'm the boss. I have this throat so I can throw it on you.
Yes.
And I wish I had a bigger purse, like a purse that I could like smack someone with, like Miranda. So that was the inspiration. Um, and yeah, I love the color red. Red and black is my favorite colors, obviously. Um, and yeah, the coat, oh my god, this coat I got on eBay, it was $60.
Yeah. Wait, it was $60 actually.
Hmm.
That looks more than $60. That's what I'm just saying. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's good that you found it for that price.
No, I love discounts. I'm cheap. Let me tell
Yes.
you, I am cheap, but it don't look it.
It don't honestly. What about this one? I love this one
So
too.
this is cute. This is like we had no time. We had no time left. We were supposed to do a like well, we did like wait, no, I'm blanking. This so this is crazy. This is like I feel like it's so long ago, but like it's not even. But this one, I don't know. Like I just wanted to be naked. Naked is fun. Like
Yes.
I don't know. That's why. And like I had all this fur. The photographer had a fur hat, and then I had this blonde wig. I felt like Kim from Real Housewives. Where's your scooter? And
Yes.
buy wig.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I don't wear silver jewelry anymore because silver jewelry does not look that good at me.
It doesn't?
Not to me. So that's why I'm always wearing gold now. I don't like it.
Well,
But
gold. She made the upgrade from silver to gold.
yeah. Let me this is like a five to me.
Hmm.
A five. It's okay. I look fine.
The last one that I have for you is this one.
Okay, so this is MXOTR. I was a backup dancer for Kitty Calico,
Mhm.
and she was doing Sabrina Carpenter. So this wig is hers. The mask, everything, all of that stuff is hers. But like I use my jewelry and yeah.
So out of all those looks that I just showed you, which one is your most favorite?
My most favorite is none of these.
None of them?
None of them. Because I didn't really make any of them. I those are like the ones that I made, like the pictures haven't been released yet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So these are cute, but like my favorite outfit that I have made
Hmm.
is my punk look, the green one.
So the punk look is you're talking about this one?
No, no, no. Wait. No, not that one. So the punk look for the ball.
Oh, they haven't been
The
posted
green,
yet either.
yeah, it's the green. It was green. It had like red accents and it was made out of my childhood blanket. And that one is
Ooh.
really like I love that one so much because like the fabric is like Filipino.
Well, when they release it, once like this interview release, I'll make sure Spooky fans to show you that outfit that she's talking about because I know Pherocia will definitely send me that one
Yeah.
she's talking about.
That definitely has to be one of my favorite things I have made like in like this whole year.
Really?
Hmm. I love that outfit so much. I wore it again for the reunion.
And I can tell after I like stop sharing this, actually, I can tell definitely like every look that you do, it looks like hard work is put into it.
Thank you. I took 20 minutes to get ready. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, it still looks like a good fucking look though.
Girl, I was rushing. I was like, to be honest, I lied. I was like at 4:30, I was still in the car. I
Hmm.
got ready at like, I would say I started at like 4:40. And then, yeah,
It
sorry it
still
took so
came
long.
together. It still came together. Okay, Barossa, I need to do something just real quick. You ready for this? This is the
Hmm.
next segment we're coming up. I need us to step into the mist, feel the fire beneath your heels, because we're descending deeper into the underworld portals. We've seen where you began, but now I want to trace the evolution of the diva you are today. Let's set the scene. Where did your journey begin, and where did the little Ferocia first emerge into this world?
Pherocia first emerged when she was like 6 years old.
Hmm.
So she used to get blankets and pillowcases and scarves and everything, curtains, and used to make outfits out of it.
Yeah.
And I would use the same materials and do it again in a different configuration. So, for example, I had like a robe once.
Mhm.
So I like tied it up in this way, and then I tied it up in another way, and then I tied it up in this way. I just love doing that for some reason, like piecing together fabric and like playing around and wearing my dresses in my room
Yeah.
and just feeling it
Just feeling the
with a
Ferocia
towel on my
fantasy.
head, my beehive towel.
So if we met you as a kid, what kind of energy were you giving? Were you the quiet storm, the class clown, or the hidden artist waiting to strike?
So when I was little, I was very talkative. I was usually friends with like everybody,
Hmm.
and I would, I'm not really sure because I kind of like, well, like kind of talkative, kind of not, stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to explain.
So kind of like in between
In
both of
between,
those.
yeah.
So tell me about your path after high school. Did you take the college route or did you carve your own path in the world?
So I'm gonna start this like in high school. So I'm in high school.
Hmm.
I'm like, what am I gonna do with my life?
Yeah.
And then I just kept thinking, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. It led me to fashion.
Hmm.
And ever since that moment, every time I went to school, I would dress up in something interesting.
Yeah.
And because that was my career that I wanted to pursue. So I was working in my mind, working for towards a bigger goal, but doing it in a small way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the first step of completing my goal.
Hmm.
So I do this. I'm invested with fashion. I have um then um senior year I saw this Instagram ad saying fashion design boot camp in
Ooh.
Brooklyn, New York. And I've always said that when I'm like when I'm graduating, I'm gonna go to New York. I've always said that to myself because I just love New York. It's so artsy and I love America's Next Top Model, as we know.
Yes.
And when I would watch that, I would be like, damn, I want to go there. That's where I want to do when I grow up. Stuff
And
like
that
that.
drag scene is pretty big out there too.
Right, right. And sorry,
Fashion design boot camp is where we are.
I forgot what I was saying.
There you go. So we talked about going from like high school. You
Oh
talked
yeah, yeah,
about
yeah,
going to
yeah.
like New York
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. Okay, I learned how to sew there at a design studio by a designer by the name of Zam Barrett.
Mhm.
And I learned so much, like so much. It was so cool seeing while also running a business, teaching a whole class.
Yeah.
And it's all fashion related. And it was so cool to experience in
Hmm.
person.
So you got like that's where you got like the design like skills
Hmm.
from.
Hmm. Also, I was inspired to that because my grandma sews too. And
Hmm.
I would always see her on her sewing machine when I was little. And it was kind of admirable. I liked it.
She's a designer. That's where we get it. Okay, so as we talk about your design, where do we remember the first time drag entered your life like a spell? What moment or person sparked the drag life for you?
So the first time in my drag life, I went out to a drag show because
Hmm.
I was like, I'm 18 now. Let me see what drag is like in person. So I go to Southern. I go like every now and then just to watch the show, and then boom, it says Kimchi is gonna be there. Kimchi
Yes.
is one of my inspirations. She's one of the first videos of a drag queen that I've ever saw. It was when she was doing like she was cooking in drag, and I was like, whoa, this is cool
Yeah.
because I love food. I love eating, which surprises people for some reason. I know like I'm not that
Everybody
skinny.
loves
Like
food
I
though.
got a little meat on me. Like I'm not that skinny. Like come on now.
Yes.
Anyways, but oh my god, not again.
So we see Kimchi at Southern for the first time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you.
No, you're good.
So that night was crazy because Joan Julian was there too.
Hmm.
And just like gag, like seeing that body in person, that is insane. Like it's like
Yes.
looking at like a statue. It's
Hmm.
like it doesn't look real. So she did that. I was like, oh my God, when can I do that? And then Kimchi comes on. She's performing Circle of Life,
Hmm.
and she's like, "You," and she's pointing at me. Come here. And then she tells me she picks me up, and then she paints on me like Simba, and then lifts me up into the air in front of the
Oh.
audience while she was doing Circle of Life. And I was like, what the fuck? This is crazy. And then after that, I went to CVS and bought all my makeup.
And then we start. And how long have you been doing drag? I know it's not on here, but how long has that drag journey been for you?
Um, I think it's been like a year now. Not because I started performing in May
Hmm.
of last year,
And we
but I was
can't.
still like dressing up
That's what I was about to
before
say. We
that.
can't tell because it looks like you've been doing this for a few years at like as I've seen you in person too.
Well, basically, it kind of is. I was doing it in my bedroom.
So, what were your early? We talked about kimchi, but were there any other early drag inspirations? Watching queens on
Absolutely.
screen, clubs, making magic in your own bedroom.
Absolutely. So I have a couple drag icons for me. Number one, not no particular order.
Hmm.
So the look. I love Roxy Andrews
Yes.
and Raja because Raja, she just makes her own stuff and like pieces stuff together. Also, tall, brown lady with long hair, with long black hair. I I want to be that. And I just love her. Like she's so cool to me. And Roxy, obviously, that's like Orlando, where I am. So sickening. Like when she gets on stage, she doesn't really need to do too much, but like she's still giving it. Like I
Yes.
love that about her. Cause so that's looks wise.
Hmm.
And performance wise, I love Meatball.
Meatball.
Meatball performs in such a funny way. Basically, all my funny numbers are inspired by like that type.
Yeah.
Like and Bob the Drag Queen, how Bob the Drag Queen used to do like the numbers with in the clubs and stuff.
Hmm.
She had one like about how to vote. And it was like this white guy explaining how to vote. And like she did a whole mix about it. It was so cool. So seeing stuff like that where like a performance tells a story and like is comedic. I love doing stuff like that
So you like the performance
because I
style where it
love
tells a story?
yes, because I love to like surprise like and kind of like gag the audience because I can't do a split. So I
Yeah.
had got to do something else.
So I will say this because we mentioned like three Drag Race icons, but would you ever want to go on the show yourself?
I don't know because I don't see myself going on anything until 5 years into my career because
Mhm.
that's what Shea Coulee told herself, and I'm telling myself that now.
Yeah.
Well, I've told myself that, and I feel like I don't know. It's feel like 5 years from now, I feel like it's gonna be so oversaturated,
Mhm.
and maybe it goes into shambles. Who knows where it'll be in 5 years?
Well, Florida is starting to trying to take over the
It
Drag
is. It
Race right
is.
now.
It is.
So if we see Pherocia, now we know where Florida
Don't
is
be
right
surprised.
now.
Don't be
Yeah.
surprised. But
So
you never know what happens. We
so
never
we
know.
we talked about like designing with like drag, but when was that first performance when you truly stepped into the Orlando drag scene? What was that moment you felt like, I'm here, bitches?
Okay, so I know the exact moment. So I was booked at Southern freshman lineup,
Hmm.
and this was a major moment for me because Southern was the first club that I ever went to as
Yeah.
a young FAG. And seeing the people perform there, seeing Hazel, like one of the first times I went out, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's your name? And she was like, Hazel, like the nut. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Are you performing? And she was like, yeah. And then she was like, bye. And then I saw her performing. I was like, oh my God. And then like actually like being able to share the stage with her and other people who I respect, V, E, and Mikey and Coco, that night, like really it came full circle to me because all those people I look up to, and then suddenly I was just working with them.
Yes.
And um, what else? Oh, okay. So that night, I did this look. I had blonde hair on, and like it was very Lady Gaga inspired because I had
Mhm.
no pants on. I just had stockings and panties, and I had a bunch of necklaces on and the fur coat that we saw before.
Yeah.
So I did that. I was like, because I had went to a show that like the week before in that outfit, and people were saying, "Oh, you should ask her if you can get on stage." And then so I kept that in mind. I was like, I was throughout that night, I was thinking, what song should I do to this? And I was like, I have to do Donatella by Lady
Hmm.
Gaga. And then I have to include the Versace Hot Pocket from SNL.
Yes.
So I like combined that together. So I was like, boom, hot pockets, and then I just throw them at people. Versace hot pocket. And after that, V had told me, "Bitch, you're insane. I fucking love you." And to get praise from someone
Hmm.
who you love as a performer, as a new performer, that felt amazing. And me and V got to know each other over the gig, and it's been a blessing. Like I love that bitch.
Well, like we talked about. let's look back now. What was the turning point, the moment you stopped just performing and started to really making a name for yourself in the scene?
It was that time that I just said Southern,
Hmm.
the freshman lineup that time. And then it was also the one after that where they did the OTR did the mega open stage.
The Mega OTR.
And huh?
I was saying the Mega Open Stage OTR.
Yeah. They did that and then I had always wanted because it was like holidays, right? It was
Yeah.
the holidays at the time. And I was thinking for Thanksgiving, what should I do for a Thanksgiving number if like I ever had the chance to do that? And that's where it came with the apron and then the aluminum pan.
Yes.
So I did Serving It Up by Peppermint, which Peppermint
Mhm.
has great music. Like
She
Peppermint
does
is a great
actually.
artist, like especially from I love 2000s music. So like that music from back then, that's Peppermint, is so good to me.
Mhm.
So I'm serving it up, I'm getting down, I'm serving up with my little thing. Um, yeah, I love doing that. I feel
And
like that also solidified me as a name in the scene because there's so many people there that night.
yeah, and she made it like I will tell you, spooky fans, like I've heard about Pherocia, but I never got to know you until like the gig actually,
Yeah, and
which
I'm
is
so
weird.
grateful for it. I'm so grateful.
Yes. That's why I'm like I had to have you on my podcast.
Thank you.
I'm still waiting for one of my other favorites, and she knows who I'm definitely talking about. I'm just sending that shout out to Rainix over there.
Rainix, yes. Oh
Yes.
my God. I love Rainix so much because that bitch is a hard worker. She made 4 outfits in a week.
We
And
can
that
we can definitely
really,
like tell, like especially with her
yes,
entrance look that I saw, that look was
yes.
good, so good.
So good. I love her. She's so funny too. They're all so funny.
That's why I love when I get to watch it because I'm just like I gotta keep rewatching it again and again because I'm like this is so like this is fucking hilarious.
I definitely agree. Like, just on repeat.
Yes.
Chanel is so fucking funny. I love Chanel so much.
So last question for your underworld portals that I have to ask you. When did people in the scene start coming to you for advice, for looks, for Pherocia power? Was there a moment where you realized drag had an influence?
People do not come up to me with advice.
They don't.
No. Because I feel like I just look I the goal to get in drag was to not look like anybody else, to
Yeah.
have my own place, to have my own lane. So I have a unique type of look. I don't
Hmm.
it's not for everybody, you know? But um what was the question again? Sorry.
So when did people start, well, besides the advice, when did it start coming to you for looks and for the Pherocia power?
Oh, you know that what the thing is? They don't come to me. I just tell them.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, that's ugly. Do not wear that.
Yes.
But only to people who I'm close with. I wouldn't do that to
Hmm.
like some person I didn't know. So my drag sister Cinch Bariati.
Yes.
I give her a lot of advice, and she gives me a lot of advice too. And I love that bitch.
And now something shifted. Your name started buzzing, the energy shifted. Suddenly a casting call hits the gig. You walked into the gig as a force of nature, serving face, fashion, and full-on Filipina Maldita fantasy. You're a jack of all trades, a master of too many, and baby, if Orlando didn't see it, the world saw it. So tell me how you first heard about like the gig. What made you want to audition, and did you know deep down that the role was yours? If we want to go into it more from what you said before.
So I heard of the gig when I saw that sickening photo of Mikey Meeks. She was holding the poster like this, and she had this
Yes.
ginormous hair. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. A competition. Because when I was at MXOCR, I heard rumblings of that she wanted to do a competition. So I
Ooh.
was like, I know I'm signing up for that. But if it's a lip sync battle, I'm not signing up for it.
Well, that's
but
why we could tell she didn't do Dueling Divas like the others.
but yeah, I because my sister was telling me, get on ODRL, get on ODRL. I was telling myself, I'm not ready. But like, and then I saw the gig and I said, wait, they're getting paid. Bitch, let me write my shit the fuck down because I need a job. And it ended up happening. I had a feeling I would get it
Mhm.
because Mikey loves me.
Yes. And now she's about to be rumor says Drag Race coming
Ooh,
in the line. Well, rumor. I will say that because they have been posting rumors on social
yeah,
media right now, but we don't know
we
specifically
don't
yet.
know. What? What's that?
So you were a standout from the jump, but behind the scenes, what did the other employees really think of you as the competition heated up? Was there admiration, intimidation, or was there shade?
There's always going to be shade backstage. It's
Hmm.
a bunch of drag queens, but really, we all loved each other. Like, and obviously, there was some bumps in the road, but we all lived for each other. And every time after the judging, we were like, we have no, it's like we have no idea who it could go to anybody
Yeah,
type of mind, or at least I was in that type of mindset. So, yeah.
I know, especially a moment I want to bring up. I know I didn't write it down, but I just saw this episode like a few days ago. That brunch moment.
The brunch.
Do you
Oh,
want to talk about
like
that?
when like the day after the brunch, when we had
Yes.
that conversation. No, because like I understand it's pipe,
Hmm.
perspective, impact, PIPE, perspective, impact.
Pike, right? Or is it Pipe?
I don't know. I'm dyslexic. Um, but yeah, presence, impact, whatever, whatever. And the one I knew that if I did something funny, it would impact the audience for them to keep on talking about it because at the end of the day, that was the goal. What kept the audience talking? So, um, yeah, it was just funny seeing them like kind of angry
I love how
because like they're
Jenda and
like,
like
"We're
Annie were
gonna wake
like,
it up,"
yeah,
and then like they're like, I, Annie was like, "I do not agree."
yeah,
I do not agree, bitch. That's your waking up. Like, please go
yeah.
off, like scream, scream.
Especially that moment when like Coco, Galvin, and Mikey come in from the day after, and they're like, "So you guys have opinions, right?"
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
And I love that
And
moment where you say, "Well, Jenda wants to
yeah,
know why."
because it was true. I wanted to know why they were in the top because I thought Annie and Jenna would be in the top too. I was not
Yes.
expecting myself to be in the top, but I always stay ready and I kept that second wig on. But I did not, I was expecting when they're like, oh, third folder, we have a third folder, woo. And they're like, um, I thought I was gonna say Annie. I was
Hmm.
totally expecting it to be Annie. So when my name got caught up, I was like, so I understand their frustration because they did amazing, but it's about what kept the audience talking.
I
Which
think what Mikey said, like she did say that as well, but she says
mhm,
we've seen this from when you do impersonations, it's harder to fit into that mainstream.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So let's talk domination. What challenge did you absolutely own and prove, not just to the fans or judges, but to the cast that you deserve to be an employee of the gig?
M- the best challenge for me was that like showed off my abilities was probably the brunch
Hmm.
because
I mean,
I
you were in the
know,
top, so why wouldn't it
yeah,
be?
probably the brunch. But like I feel like all of them, to be honest,
Hmm.
like because people didn't know me.
Yeah. Hey, but you did show out on that fucking season, I will say.
Yeah. So I feel like it was a combination of all of them, but the brunch, Like I feel like doing a number like that is unexpected.
Yeah.
Allegedly. It's unexpected for someone that looks like me, I guess. Because you don't think cunty fish salmon is gonna be funny.
No. We pick up with that. What was your personal favorite challenge of the season, and why does it live rent free in your Maldita mind?
My personal favorite is the ball. The ball episode comes out tonight.
I've been waiting because I'm just like, weren't we supposed to
I
get an
saw,
episode?
yes, I saw a clip of it where I was going off because I was so angry from losing that because I love making clothes so much. Like clothing is my passion. It's bigger than drag, bigger than hairstyling. I love to make clothes.
One of the
And
comments that I do like that you say is, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, so you were like, can y'all just say it already? I won.
yeah, because I was so overconfident. I was so cocky about it. And like, because I'm delusional. I think I'm good at everything.
Yes.
So, I love that challenge because I made such a cute dress that, some people didn't really like, but whatever, I don't really care. And then I made my sickening punk outfit,
Hmm.
which I like the best part of the season was that punk outfit for me. And the animal outfit, it was all right.
I will say
It
no,
was
no.
pedestrian.
I will say that no shade. I thought that honestly that you, Jenda, and honestly Rainix
Rainix,
would have been
yes.
in that top three for the ball.
Exactly.
And that's why I was surprised when Chanel was up there. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, but like, listen, Chanel and that punk runway, she looked amazing. No one was
Yes.
expecting that. No one was expecting her to look good, but bitch, she turned the fuck out.
She
She proved all
did.
of us wrong, and she looked sickening for that punk outfit.
Especially when Rainix comes in. It's gonna come out later, Spooky fans. So like the interview comes out later anyway. So
Okay.
but especially when Rainix comes in with fashion, that
Yeah,
part,
with the
that
bags, so
yes.
sickening. Oh my God. Amazing.
She got like I told her I was like I just did that song recently on one of my shows and I'm like I love that song now.
Yeah, the girls backstage, they were like, we all hate this song. I'm like, what? This song is good. Like, why are you
Yes.
hating? Annie and Annie and Chanel kept dogging on this song. They
Hmm.
kept like saying like this song is terrible. I hate this song. This song. Why would we do this song? This song fucking sucks. And I was like, dang, like it's a cute song to me.
I
But
love that song. I
yeah.
do no, I honestly love the art pop out like the art pop
Yes,
album.
me too. I love
Especially
that whole
like
album.
Lady Gaga has always been one of my icons, especially with the
Same.
new one she's had with Mayhem.
Yes. It's on repeat.
Yes. So was there a challenge you struggled with more than expected, something that pushed you out of that comfort zone?
Something I struggled with. Push me out of my
Mm,
comfort zone. Um, to be honest, the ball.
the
Because
ball.
I made like the full garment. Because usually I'm like an alteration type of person, you know?
Yeah.
I make simple stuff, but like for example, I'll buy something and I'll add something to it type of thing.
Hmm.
So actually I was because I haven't really made full things like full outfits until
Yeah.
this. So making that thrift store dress and making the punk outfit all from scratch, I I'm so proud of what I was able to do because to be honest, I haven't had much practice making again a full garment. So it was that one.
But honestly, like what this is why I'm gonna keep saying it. It shows with like everything that like you do with like the gig and everything. I'm just astonished.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let's get back into how did you balance being a designer and a performer on the show? Were there nights well, let me skip that question. But let me rephrase. How did you balance being a designer and performer on the show?
Okay, so we had filming Monday, Thursday, and then Sunday,
Mhm.
but Sunday was the show. So in between that time, I had school at 5. So during the days, like the mornings, I would find fabric, piece stuff together, just the materials.
Yeah.
And then I would go to school, come back, forget a bunch of shit that I had to buy, go out and buy it, go back to class, and then like Thursday is filming, but I usually use that day to start sewing or start cutting my pieces out or whatever, start the project. And then Friday, Saturday we have off, so I am making my outfits those 2 days mainly.
Yeah.
And then if anything, I can put finishing touches on Sunday morning.
Mhm.
So when Sunday was a show. So that was kind of the schedule. So it was a lot of sleeping late and a lot of missing classes, but the gig's over now, so I'm back in school.
Well, now we can they're probably gonna like book you for like future events. I don't know. I'm still waiting for them to announce who won the fucking season. I told Rem and I that last night. I'm just like, give me
I
my
feel like
top
it.
two. Because I
I
wasn't there that night, so I still
oh
have to
you
wait.
weren't.
No.
Oh, so I can't say nothing. Sorry.
We'll
I was
wait.
about to say.
We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Okay, so if you had to, was there a moment during the competition that changed you, an episode, critique, or conflict that helped you evolve as an artist?
All reads go back to the ball.
Mhm.
All roads are leading back to the ball because the ball was really the turning point because after that, I was mad as hell and I was going off, and you'll see it in this episode that's about to come out. But I was angry. I was like, because, well, it was kind of amped up for television reasons.
Yeah.
But after that night, I was like in the back arguing with Galvin.
Mhm.
So it was basically that because I love arguing. This is weird.
Yes.
I love arguing. I argue with my friends all the time, but like it's a silly type of arguing. Like we argue and then we laugh, take a break to laugh, and then keep arguing.
Yeah.
Like it's stupid. And I was doing that with Galvin last night. And I was like, this is kind of funny. You know what? I'm so bitter. Let me come back on the filming day and then wear this because they didn't see it enough. And I literally abused everybody's eyes because you'll be seeing that dress again and again and again because it's gorgeous. I love that dress.
Was there a moment during the competition that changed you, an episode, critique, or conflict that helped you evolve as an artist?
Oh, okay. Okay, when I wasn't in the top for the ball, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna win this.
Hmm.
And it made me think, okay, just have fun with it because you're taking it so seriously before. So now just have fun.
Yes.
And it made me realize that it's all because of Pipe, Pipe. It's all because of Pipe. So the people in the ball really step far out of their comfort zones
Mhm.
with their looks. Me, I don't have a comfort zone. So like everything is always different, but kind of like I feel like it's
Yeah.
expected for me because everything I do is great. So,
Mhm.
but the audience wasn't expecting Jenda and Annie and Chanel and Rainex to really jump out of their comfort zones.
Mhm.
Well, Rainex is always like sickening too, so she
Yes.
really jumped out of like yeah.
So, if you had to check, no, actually, let me change that. If you had to clock one unseen moment, a moment that didn't make the final cut that we haven't seen yet, what was iconic and dramatic? What would it be?
Okay, this is kind of funny because this is during our entrances. Annie says, Mama Diva, come slut, Mama Boots, come slut, da 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 da. She says that, but they cut out come slut. But the thing is, I kept saying it all the time when I saw her. When I see Annie, I'm like, Diva Mama Boots come slut.
Yes.
I say that to her all the time. And like in the song that's gonna come out that they did, um she says that in one of her lines. So that probably because that's so funny.
When are we
And
gonna get
like
this? When are we gonna get to see the song though?
I don't know. The song is so good. The song is so good. They played it live at the finale.
I will have to wait one of these episodes. That's why I'm like, I thought we Wednesday when I was like there, I thought we would get more than just a
Yeah,
6 minute
right?
video, and I'm just like,
Come
are we gonna get
on.
like this like ball moment already? So if you could go back and redo any challenge, not because you did poorly, but because it was fun or fierce, what would it be, and how would you take it even further?
The roast.
The
I
roast.
love doing that roast. It was so fun to do because I've always wanted to do one.
Hmm.
Because I love watching the old videos of like the roast of like Heclina, the roast of Sherry Vine. I
Hmm.
love watching those because like Bob is on it and like Monet sometimes. And like it's so cool like seeing their jokes and getting to actually do it. It was kind of rough for me in the beginning. I had to pause
Yeah.
and like regain myself. But after that, I did amazing. I feel like I'm so proud of myself that I was able to do that.
Yes. I think like honestly, that's another episode I fucking miss with the roast. Because cause after at that point, that's when I started getting booked for like fucking Savoy. So now I'm just
Oh,
like,
okay. Yeah. Gotta get the money. Get the
yes.
money.
One of these days when they finally post these episodes, I'm gonna see them though. And I'll
Yes.
be like, Pherocia, you did fucking amazing. Like you always do.
Thank you.
So, what was it like seeing yourself on screen for the first time? Did you scream, cry, cringe, or pour a glass of wine and rewind 12 times like the rest of us?
Definitely the last part, rewind. I love watching myself. It's kind of like self-centered, but like I'm a drag queen, so yes, I am so oh sorry. I am self-centered. But seeing is so cool. Like, but like coming up with outfits was like kind of like draining me a little
Yeah.
bit because I'm spending so much time on the gig. I have to also plan my outfit for the day and whatnot. So
Mhm.
but being on screen, like seeing myself on a TV, like TV, YouTube show, it's so cool because, I grew up on stuff like that. I grew up on trashy reality TV. I grew up on Flavor of Love
Mhm.
and stuff like that, like stupid reality TV, Jersey Shore. I I love that stuff. So
A lot of
I
reality
love that
TV.
kind of stuff.
Yeah. So now that it's out in the world, what do you hope people take away from watching your journey on the gig? What's the legacy you want to leave behind on this series?
I want to leave behind some gas because I farted.
Yeah, I love that answer. No, girl, because we've seen the side eyes, the read receipts, and the perfectly timed giggles on the gig, we know you got some thoughts about your fellow employees, which is why I'm pulling up a clipboard for you. Give me. So now it's time to pull out the clipboard and issue your own performance reviews in a little game I like to call Office Gossip Ferocious Performance Reviews. I'm gonna show you some fellow employees from the gig, and I want you to give us your honest Maldita opinion. Read them, praise them, clock them, or give them a pink slip. However you want to spin it, this is your moment to tell us what really went down in that break room. You ready?
Got it. Yes.
V.
V, I fucking love V. I'm a V fan. Okay, I'm a V fan. I love her. And she is shady as fuck, but it's fun. It's like it's just banter. It's like back and forth. Who can say as many insults back and forth, back and forth?
Yes.
It's cool being backstage with V because she is so funny. She's always making jokes or like doing little like impersonations. Like when she was Hillary Clinton. Oh my gosh,
Okay,
when I was
that
backstage with
was
her,
gag
she
worthy.
was literally talking like her too backstage.
Yeah.
It was so funny. And like that, when I found out they were going to be hosting, I was like, oh my gosh, V is going to win this because she was doing the impersonation like
Yes.
to a T, like backstage, like everything. What she did that video doing this.
The part that I really love from that performance is when she opens her mouth and then does like a death drop like down on the
They hit
floor.
the
Yeah.
Pentagon! They hit the
Yeah.
Pentagon! I love V.
Yes. Phoenix.
Rain-X. Okay, I love Rain-X too. During like backstage too, she's so funny. Just always making jokes. Rain-X and V are like best friends. And seeing how they act with each other, it reminds me of when I'm with my best friends. Like they just say like stupid shit all the time. Like inside jokes between them
Hmm.
and like some other contestants and like other stuff. But like they are so fucking funny together. Like
Yes.
them too. Everything that they were doing like during filming, backstage, whatnot, it was always so funny. Like, oh shit. So yeah,
Now we have Remini Mogul.
I love Remini. Remini should have been in the top three. Yes, very much so. No
So I'm
shade
guessing
to
she didn't get that final three like I
no, she
thought.
didn't.
Well, damn.
Bullshit. It literally is. I love Remini because the first day of filming, she was like, "Are you okay, Pherocia? I haven't been talking." And then um Natalia Natalia goes like, "She's watching." And I was like, "Yeah, you got it." She saw a lot of herself in me.
Hmm.
And so she would always check up on me and ask if I was okay. And I was like, "Yeah," because she during her first competition, she was kind of quiet too.
Hmm.
So she understood where I was coming from. But that's just because like around new people, I have to watch, I have to observe, and then I'll talk to you. But I
Yes.
love Remini. She's so funny. Love her.
Yeah, Remini is that girl, one of my very close friends too. Let's see. Natalia Taylor, one of my
Natalia, oh my
icons.
God, I love Natalia so much. She is also so funny with her comebacks, her like little shady comments. So good and so funny. I haven't really been around that type of environment
Mhm.
until the gig, and being around it is like so much pressure to like say something back and like reflect or like say shady smart stuff. But Natalia is so funny. And I was she during the roast, she was like, I don't know, cause like I'm not really that funny. And I was like, Natalia, bitch, you are fucking funny. So don't fucking say that about yourself. But yeah, that's basically I love Natalia.
Yeah, she's one of
I
my
love
like
all of them.
favorites. Well, let's see. We got Jenda Envy.
Jenda, oh my gosh, me and Jenda, we were both the 20-year-olds, so we get along so well. When I first met Jenda, it was at a gig, and this was like in the beginning of my drag career when I was just doing open stages. I was like, this bitch is crazy. This bitch is insane. She's a super fan. She's a Taylor Swift super fan.
She
So it's Taylor
is.
Swift that, Taylor Swift that, Taylor Swift. So I was like, this girl is so annoying. But and then during the gig, well, like in the like yeah, during the gig, it's not that I thought I found her annoying. I was just like, I don't know. Oh wait, it was after she won. After she won, because she had that sickening MXOTR performance.
Mhm.
And that really was so good when I saw that. I was like, this bitch. It's that really made me like think about her differently
Yeah, and
because I was like, that was sickening.
I think I do show it like because I've interviewed like Natalia, Remini, you of course, and then now we have like Jenda. She talks about a lot of what went into those like details in that interview.
Yeah, I love getting to know Jenda. Jenda is so funny And Jenda is so like Jenda has Loki like been like one of my besties through it
Mhm.
because we're the same age. We always make fun of each other, and we're like someone said this. It was her was her hairstylist. It was like we were like Jen is the sun, I'm the moon, or like a yin and yang type of thing, like
Yeah.
just complete opposites, but like we get along. So that's twin.
Twin right there.
That's twin.
Chanel.
Chanel. Ooh, to be honest, my first impression of Chanel was not good. I did not really like her. I mean, I warmed up to her, and I
Mhm.
love her now. I love her, but during the beginning, I was like, okay, like she's kind of. But I started learning more about her, and I was like, I actually live for you, bitch.
Yeah.
I actually love you because this bitch, again, so funny. But as someone with the who's like early on in their drag career or whatnot, it was easy to like make fun of her. But like that was just like for stupid
Well, you
show
got to. That's
reasons.
what us drag artists are known, and we're
Yeah.
known to throw shade.
But I love Chanel, and I feel like I don't tell her this enough, but she really is so fucking funny,
Mhm.
and I love her now.
Now,
I did
that's
go
that
off.
that
I did go off.
part.
It it's not that okay, when the episode that's about to come out, I like say they all look terrible, especially Chanel, like because I was so mad. Like I even told her backstage, like, listen, I'm just mad. Please don't take it personally.
Yes.
I'm gonna talk shit.
Yeah. Well, I'll see definitely tonight.
So yes. But I wasn't really mad at her. I was mad at the judging because but I get what they meant. I
Mhm.
get how those people were in the top now. Before I was just mad, so I wasn't like really retaining any information, but I realized soon after that.
Yes. Well, last one, but not least, one of my wig designers' favorites, Annie
Annie,
Day now.
Annie, come slide, come slide. Yes, Annie. It's so cool being in this competition with Annie because like one of the first time performances I did, Annie was there, and I was like, Annie is working for free for tips.
Mhm.
Why is this bitch working for tips? This bitch should be booked. Like because she was so put together, so polished. There was like you couldn't find a mistake when it came to Annie.
Yeah.
Annie is so amazing. She did her when she did her live singing for the finale, bitch. I cried, and I was mad at her because it kind of ruined my makeup. But I love Annie so much. I fucking love that bitch. I love all of
Fan,
them. I
well,
don't hate
fans, like,
anybody.
yeah, I was about to say, fans, I can tell you I have Annie Daynell's season 2 interview coming out in a few months. So if you guys want to check that out, I think the only ones that I haven't got from the gig for Rosha like are probably Chanel, V, and Rainix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But let's get into more of this. Who, out of all of these people, who were you more closer with?
I was closest with Jenda
Hmm.
because when we went on that thrift shop trip when we made the girl group outfits, me and Jenda were just laughing at everything because it was just like when she's shopping, she always picks up the stuff that's pink.
That's her
And
color. That is her
yeah,
color.
she's like, oh my God, look, it's pink. She's like, and like, the color scheme was like neutral tones. Like she
Mhm.
would like everything she would pick, the brown would like have the slightest amount of red in it. I was like, oh, and we made it into like a joke. So now that every time we see something pink, we're like, oh my God, and then we start laughing. It's stupid. I love gender.
Well, that, my little spooky fans, has been ferocious performance reviews delivered with just the right of Maldita magic. But, Diva, you have done so much. You've slayed stages. You've slayed the gig, and I will say that. Stitch Dreams inspired a whole new wave of Orlando fans, but I know this isn't your final form. So tell us, what's on the next horizon for Ferocia? What new realms are you ready to conquer?
It's against my religion to tell you my business.
Well, fans, you were gonna have to just see if you follow Ferocia at where can you like
That
tell
bitch
us where?
Pherocia.
Yes.
That bitch Pherocia.
And I'll be
T
tagging you under
H
there for
A
you guys
T
too.
BICT. No, just kidding. BITCHPHEROCIA on
Yes.
Instagram. I'm on Twitter too, but I don't, I just do I don't even really post on there. But
So Spooky fans, if you want to know where Ferocia is next, follow her Instagram, which I'll be tagging down below in the description.
period.
And Ferocia, I just want to say from the depths of my dark heart over here, thank you. You gave us fashion, fire, unforgettable moments all season long. You've won hearts, turned looks, and proved that you're not just a queen, you're a whole damn era. And I love you so much.
Thank you. Love you too.
And I want to say, like, before we end and close this here, thank you, Ferocia, for letting me interview you on Unholy Encounters.
Thank you for this interview.
Yes.
So many good detailed questions.
Yeah, how I like form questions. I'm just like, okay, what can I get from the gig? That's why I had to rewatch every episode again.
Even like the intros you did for like the questions, I love
Mhm.
it. It's so good.
Thank you. And to my spooky fans, I want to say thank you for riding with us through every twist, turn, and terrifying, fierce transformation. This may be the end of the season, but season two is coming out soon. But don't worry, more drag, more drama, and more diabolical delights coming to you this summer.
Oh,
And until then, stay spooky and remember, fans, follow Ferocia over here.
bye.
Bye.